Yo, how's it going, guys? It's Mustard, your favorite Minecraft speedrunner and human on Earth. And I just got a good time on Minecraft. Uh, it's an 11:34, but with retime it's probably a bit higher, because I'm a little silly calculator fella. But yeah, the reason I'm doing a voiceover instead of just having the gameplay is I have a face cam during the run, and I didn't record my voice, so it's a bit funny, I think, because now you can just see me, people talking in the corner. This overworld is awful. I'm just sitting here like, where's the log? Oh, it's there. Picked it up after moving an inch to the left. So that was pretty bad. And as you can see, I can't front load wood, which becomes an issue later on in the run. Without spoiling too much, am I right? So yeah. Look at me just talking. I don't even know what I'm saying. Probably, I don't know, some intelligent dialogue going on there. Bang! 19 iron and 1 gold. I'm like, huh. Do the math on this. I can make some iron bars. But, I don't actually use the iron bars. I'm sorry, I keep spoiling. But we see the ravine. You know, I've been cranking out these 2-minute enters lately, and I was feeling a pee-pee. I knew it was gonna come soon. I don't plan on stopping anytime soon. I think this run puts me like unofficially like 30th if you count all the unverified runs, which is pretty cool because before that I was at like 100th. Yeah. So we're hitting this way to enter. This this overworld just sucks. I played it so bad. I don't know, like I don't know what I was doing. Like, how do you fail a portal? I don't know. It's okay though. I think in this run I save a lot of time on just like the big decisions instead of like the small mechanics. You know, the macro versus the micro, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh my god, divine, surely, right? Surely there's just divine in this open area of nothing. But we continue on. I'm like, this is a dead end. Let's go up, it looks kinda open. This would be a great time to use my iron bars, and I just didn't use them. And even here, just running along the soul sand. Get sniped in the face. Okay, a little bit of movement. Oh, hit the side of the soul sand to you know, not slow down. No big deal. Just the regular for me. This is a pretty slow bastion enter though. I like to hit my shit like sub 3. But like, you know, we play this. I have a spawner within like 10 chunks here. I'm like, what is this? That's the bridge nose. And I'm like, visualizing. I'm like, oh yeah, the nose is the same size as the chalice. Duh. So now I'm like, where's the chalice? I gotta dig down. I'm like, okay, this sounds good. This feels right. But then at this point I'm like, oh, I missed. And I gotta dig in. And I'm at the perfect elevation, which is pretty cool. I'm pretty sure it's always the same elevation, and I could have just pressed F3, but I don't even know that number, so let's just pretend it was my amazing intuition that just carried that. And here I see I have 6 carrots, so I'm like, okay, I usually grab 11 blocks, but I'm gonna grab a 12. Just so I don't know what I'm doing here. I thought I could run through a block. Would have been cool, but I think they disabled that in the latest update. So yeah, I don't want to lose out on trades when I get carrots. It literally takes 1 second, and I think it was worth it. You'll see why. Now we're doing silly Renix route. Break the block. I'm like, what? This guy is literally standing perfectly in the 4 blocks. I can't place any blocks there. Re-aggro. I'm like, oh, I'm a bit spooked out. I won't do the pit there. I'll do it instead in this already done like whole thing. Mess up a bit of tosses, but it eventually works out. These two trickle on in. And I'm like, oh my god, please obby. I will do a calculator run. What? And then I got it. And now I Pydar. So 11 chunks. Or 12 chunks away. There's a nice little area down here. I can see my chunks. And I realize it's positive Z. After Pydaring. And I'm like, okay, where am I going? This looks wrong, man. This is all okay. But I remember when I was at the nose part of the bridge, that there's like an area like above. It's pretty open. So here I still haven't made my golden carrots, but I'm like, damn, I have 18 obby. I kind of should just trade this. 2 stacks of pearls. I'm like barely saving gold. I only have 2 left, but I just really want to make at least some golden carrots. They're pretty good. So I have 2 gold left. Split my pearls, get a bit more, and I'm like, okay, I gotta go up. There's an area I can go up. And I hit this clean pearl up there. And now we're out. And I see this opening, and I'm like, fuck it. Once we go left here, we'll probably see the spawner, even though it's like technically on my right direction. And I see a fortress. And I pop this mushroom stew, the suspicious stew. And it's just too bright. I'm like, I cannot pearl confidently with this shit flickering in my eyes. But, we popped the fire res, and I'm like, where am I going? Maybe left? But then I see a spawner right there. I'm like, okay. That's very convenient. Do a little block clutch. And we're at the spawner at around 6:30. Which is not good. Like, I've had tens of runs better pace than this. But 20 obby definitely helps. And these rates are also very helpful. I went 4 for 4 right away. But they do even out eventually. So we blind and I hit the ocean. I'm like, okay, this is kind of inconvenient for calculator. And at this point I'm like, okay, my rates are like decent enough that this is probably just guaranteed PB if the stronghold is less than 1,000 blocks away. I was planning on doing 1 eye because it's ocean and it just sucks. But once I copy and paste this into my Ninja Brain bot, pretty much there's just a bunch of offsets that are just 10%. There's just a bunch like that are even, and I'm like, okay, I cannot make a definitive answer. I don't know why I do that. I could have just stood still. I forced that shit too much. But yeah, I had to throw a second eye. Only cranked about 4 blocks, and I thought like just burn both these eyes in the ocean because it takes way too much time to go on and get that. So we're entering back at like 7:30. I remember I gotta get fire res up. And we're 5 for 5. Wait, is it 5 for 5? I don't even know. By the end of the run, I go 7 for 12. That's the spoiler alert. Yeah, it is 5 for 5 because I burned 2. Holy dude, addition's crazy sometimes. I'm like, damn, I need wood though. I'm gonna I Spy. Isn't this like, what is this like crimson shit doing here? I'm like, right now I'm like thinking, okay, I need wood. I quickly make this golden carrot just because I had 1 carrot left, and I think that was just worth it to do. What's this crimson leaf in the corner here? Like, is there like a crimson biome through the wall there? That's what I'm thinking. I just need 1 more. And I don't get it there. I don't get it there. But I get the rod there. And I'm like, okay, where's the tree? Oh, there's just a tree hidden in this corner. I could have been mining this the whole time, but you know what? It takes like 3 seconds, so we're chilling. And now I'm going to my chords. So I check my angle that I copied. It's like 130. I pearl around there. Quickly make my eyes. This Hoglin is on right where I teleport, so I'm like a bit nervous. Also checking my chords, making sure I'm not passing anything. It was about 800 blocks when I calculated it and shit. And here I am digging down. These are the right chords. And here I didn't want to like jump down into the lava and like say it was 1 block deep somehow and just die of fall damage, so I just decided to pearl, which took some time off, but it's a safer play. And here I'm just like, okay, this is just PBs if the nav is simple. And I know I have like a stack and a half of string, so I'm ready to do 0. That's why I grabbed so much wood at the spawner. And this nav is just intergalactic. I'm so smart for this. You go straight down mid and oh my god. Man, I know a lot of runners that just couldn't do that nav, really. But here we craft the beds and I'm ready for 0. In my mind, I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna shit on the seed right now. I gotta prep for 0. So we're getting all the blocks. We got gravel and nether brick. It was a 4i2 ocean exposed. And it's cage, which sucks. And I dig up the back, because the back is obviously like the most shallow part of the island. Sometimes. I mean, there it was all the same. But the back has the highest chance of being a shallow area. So I was like, maybe it's like 2 blocks I gotta mine. And I could still rip the 0 if it's like a front dragon. But yeah, I set up the anchor. And here I get you baited. Like, of course it's not gonna perch, just like spinning in a circle. But I'm like, oh my god, sub 11 maybe. Nah, not even close. But I back it up. Get my beds ready. I have this suspicious tube, and I'm like, I could eat this, but there's literally no reason to. It could just give me poison, and that would suck. And I see the intern, I pearl super early, but I read the perch right, because I'm just that good. Get ready for the 1 cycle. Close your eyes. So we actually nail the 4 bed here. Alright. So, yeah, 7 explosives. Lucky number 7, as they always say. So I just did that on purpose, basically. I thought it was a bit funny. I thought it would just be a bit funny if I did that. So that's why I did it. And I actually was in full control there. I could have 4-betted, but, you know, just a little, silly, silly 1 cycle. Because why have a serious one when you could be a bit silly? And here I'm chatting. Very cool. And I'm like, oh my god, I wonder what the the numbers are that generated this world. Oh my god. And you actually do a slash seed there to figure that out. There's like the numbers determine the world. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Oh my god, happy little fella. So yeah, that's the end of the video. Follow my Twitch to watch runs live. And I'll see you in the next PB.